All right, everyone, get ready because today we are going deep into computer vision.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
It is, trust me, and how it's completely changing how we shop online.
Yeah.
Like, when you see a product online, you're like, hold on, how did they know I wanted that? Well, computer vision might be the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got some really interesting information here from Insoftex.
Okay.
They're a global software development company, and they are really leading the way in all this computer vision stuff.
Wow, they sound like they're on the cutting edge.
Oh, they are. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is computer vision?
Well, in the simplest terms, you're basically giving computers the power to see,
Okay.
to understand images and videos just like we do. It's like giving them a whole new sense, you know?
So it's not just like, recognizing a picture of a cat anymore.
No, not at all.
We're talking about something way more.
It's more complex. It's using, think about it, advanced algorithms and machine learning to actually analyze that visual data.
Okay.
So that means it can pick out objects, figure out what's going on around those objects, and even, get this, predict what might happen next.
Whoa, predict the future.
Yeah. That's a bit spooky, but also kind of cool.
It is pretty amazing. And what's really exciting is how this is shaking things up in e-commerce.
Right, because as a shopper, I'm all for making things easier, but
Yeah.
I really want to understand how this all actually works.
Well, think of it this way. Computer vision is making almost every part of shopping online better, more personalized, and efficient for everyone, really.
Okay, that sounds promising, but can you give us some real-world examples of how this is actually being used?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the biggest areas where it's having a huge impact is, get this, product search.
Product search.
Yeah, instead of typing in all those keywords,
So I hate that.
you can just upload a picture,
Ah.
something you like, and boom, it finds similar products instantly.
So like if I see, I don't know, like a cool pair of shoes on the street, I can just snap a pic and find them online. Exactly. And that means no more endless scrolling through pages of search results.
Hallelujah. That would be amazing.
It is, because computer vision looks at the image, sees the color, the shape, even the brand, and then it pulls up all these visually similar options.
So no more trying to describe that, weird shade of blue.
Yeah.
Or the pattern or whatever.
You got it.
It just gets it.
It gets it.
Wow, okay, that's pretty impressive.
Right.
But what about those times when, you don't even know what you're looking for? You just need some inspiration.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Can computer vision help with that too?
Absolutely. That's where personalized recommendations come in.
Okay.
This takes the whole personalization thing to another level. It looks at your browsing history, what you've bought before,
Right.
even images you've saved or shared online,
Oh, wow.
and then it suggests things that really match your taste.
So it's like having a personal shopper who knows your style better than you do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's say you've been pinning a bunch of bohemian outfits on Pinterest. Computer vision picks up on that and recommends clothes, accessories, even home decor that fit that vibe. It's all about making shopping more,
Tailored.
exactly, tailored and relevant to you.
Okay, I'm starting to get why everyone's so excited about this.
Right.
But let's be honest. There's one big problem with online shopping that I'm not sure technology can solve.
What's that?
Not being able to try things on before you buy.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Can computer vision help with that?
It's getting there. Virtual try-on technology is one of the most exciting things happening right now.
Okay.
And it's all thanks to, you guessed it, computer vision. It uses augmented reality and image processing. So you can actually see how clothes, makeup, even furniture would look on you or in your space.
So no more guessing if those jeans will fit.
No.
Or if that lipstick will clash with my skin tone.
Exactly. You can try everything virtually, make better decisions, and you're doing it all from home.
That's amazing. That's got to be a huge time saver.
It is, and it also means fewer returns for the retailers.
Which is good for everyone.
Less hassle for everyone.
Yeah, win-win.
Exactly, but it's not just about the customer-facing stuff.
Oh, okay.
Computer vision is also changing the way e-commerce businesses actually operate behind the scenes.
Oh, interesting. What do you mean?
Well, one area where it's making a massive difference is inventory management.
Okay.
So, traditionally, keeping track of all that stock was
Yeah.
a really manual, error-prone process.
Yeah, sounds like a nightmare.
It was, but now computer vision is automating and streamlining the whole thing.
So it's like having a robot manage the stockroom.
You got it. It uses images from cameras placed all around the warehouse to keep track of stock levels in real time.
Wow.
So retailers know exactly what they have, what they need, and they can make sure products are always there when customers want them.
That's got to be huge for businesses.
It's a game changer, and it means no more out-of-stock disappointments for customers.
Right.
No more waiting weeks for a product to be restocked.
I hate that.
We all do. And then there's security.
Oh,
Computer vision is playing a big role in fighting online fraud, too.
really? How so?
It can actually verify credit cards, IDs, all that sensitive information to protect businesses and customers from fraudulent transactions.
Wow. So computer vision is about way more than just, those personalized recommendations or virtual try-ons. It's like impacting the whole e-commerce world.
The whole ecosystem, from finding a product to checking out safely.
That's amazing. So it sounds like computer vision is already changing how we shop online.
Big time.
And it's only going to get more, I don't know, advanced.
Absolutely. What we're seeing now is just the tip of the iceberg, I think.
But before we get too carried away with all this cool new tech, we should probably talk about some of the challenges too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What are some of the potential downsides we need to think about?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that comes up is the impact on user privacy.
Yeah, I can see that being a concern.
Right. When you have systems that can analyze images, track what you're doing online, you have to be really careful about how that data is being used.
It makes sense. Like, no one wants to feel like they're being constantly watched.
Right. Or that their information is being misused.
Exactly.
So transparency and giving users control over their data is really crucial.
Okay, so privacy is a big one.
Huge.
What other challenges do you see?
Well, another one that we really need to pay attention to is the potential for bias in the algorithms.
Bias. How so?
So if the algorithms are trained on data that's already biased in some way, they can actually end up making those biases even worse.
Oh, I see what you mean. So it's like garbage in, garbage out.
Kind of, yeah. If you feed the algorithm biased information, it's going to spit out biased results.
Right. And how could that play out in e-commerce? Do you have an example?
Sure. Let's say you have a virtual try-on tool, right?
Okay.
And it's mainly been trained on images of people with a certain body type or skin tone. Well, when someone who doesn't fit that mold tries to use it, the results might not be very accurate or even, flattering.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's really important to have diverse teams and use inclusive data when you're developing these algorithms.
Absolutely. We need to make sure that computer vision benefits everyone, not just a select few.
Right. And that's why having these conversations about the ethical implications is so important.
It is. We need to keep talking about these things as the technology keeps advancing to make sure it's used responsibly.
Okay, so we've talked about the potential downsides. But let's switch gears for a minute and talk about some real-world examples of how computer vision is being used in e-commerce right now.
Sure, let's do it.
I'm curious to see how these ideas are actually playing out.
Well, I think one of the most common things you'll see is visual search.
Visual search, okay.
Yeah, platforms like Pinterest and Google Lens, for example.
Yeah, Google Lens.
They let you search for things using pictures instead of keywords.
I've definitely used that before.
Right. You've probably used it without even realizing it.
I think I have, like to identify a plant or something.
Exactly. It's becoming so seamlessly integrated into our lives.
It is, and now retailers are starting to build it into their own apps and websites.
Yeah, for example, some fashion retailers will let you upload a picture of an outfit you like, and then it'll find similar items in their inventory.
Oh, wow. So you don't even have to try to describe what you're looking for.
Nope. Just show the computer and it'll do the work.
That's so cool. Okay, what about virtual try-on?
Oh, yeah, virtual try-on.
Is that actually a thing yet, or is that still science fiction?
It's definitely a thing.
Really?
Beauty brands like Sephora and L'Oreal, they're using augmented reality to let you try on makeup and hairstyles virtually.
Whoa, hold on. So I can actually see how different shades of lipstick or eyeshadow would look on me.
Yep, all without having to go to the store.
That's got to be a game changer for people who struggle to find the right foundation online.
It is, and it's not just makeup.
Yeah.
Fashion brands like ASOS and Warby Parker, they're letting you try on clothes and eyeglasses virtually.
So I see how those jeans would fit, or if those sunglasses would actually look good on my face.
Exactly, all from the comfort of your own home.
It's pretty amazing how far this technology has come.
It is, and it makes you wonder what other areas of e-commerce computer vision will change in the future.
It really does. It's exciting to think about, but it's not just impacting the customer-facing stuff, right?
Yes.
You mentioned earlier that it's also transforming the way these businesses operate behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are some examples of that?
Well, think about Amazon, for example.
Okay.
They're using computer vision in their warehouses, like with robots,
Oh, wow.
to pick and pack orders.
So instead of human workers running around trying to find things, the robots can just zoom in and grab what they need.
Yeah, it's much more efficient and accurate.
That's incredible.
And companies like Alibaba are using computer vision to keep an eye on product quality and even spot counterfeit goods.
So it's really streamlining and optimizing everything.
Yeah, and the best part is, we're just getting started.
I know it's wild to think about what the future holds, but let's bring it back to Insoftex for a second.
Okay.
They seem to be playing a big role in all of this.
They are. They really specialize in developing these cutting-edge computer vision solutions for e-commerce businesses.
What makes them stand out? There are a lot of companies doing this kind of work.
Well, they offer a really wide range of services that are specifically designed for e-commerce. They can help with everything from implementing visual search
Right.
to enhancing product presentations with augmented reality, optimizing inventory management, even boosting security to prevent fraud.
So they're kind of like a one-stop shop for businesses that want to use computer vision.
Basically, yeah, and they really get the e-commerce world. They understand the challenges, and they're passionate about using this technology to make things better.
This has been a really fascinating deep dive into the world of computer vision.
Yeah, it has.
We've talked about so much, from the basics of how it works to the real-world applications and the ethical considerations. But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about.
Okay.
How do you see computer vision changing the future of retail as a whole?
That's a great question. You know, I think we're moving towards a future where the lines between online and offline shopping are going to blur even more.
Interesting. So you're saying like the physical store and the online store are going to become more integrated.
Exactly. Imagine walking into a store
Okay.
and it already knows what you like based on what you've been browsing online.
Right.
It could give you personalized recommendations,
Right.
show you special deals, even lead you straight to the things you need.
That would be so convenient, but also a little creepy, right?
I know, it's kind of a weird mix of cool and concerning.
Yeah, but it's definitely the direction we're heading in.
It is, and it just highlights the importance of responsible development and ethical use of this technology.
Well said. It seems like computer vision really has the potential to change not just how we shop online, but the whole retail experience.
It does. It's a pretty exciting time to be watching this all unfold.
It is. And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity and given you a glimpse into the future of online shopping. Remember, the next time you see a product recommendation that feels like it was made just for you, computer vision might be the reason why.
You never know.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the world around you.
Yeah, it really makes you think about all the possibilities. And like we've been talking about, it's important to make sure this technology is used in a way that, respects people's privacy and all that.
Absolutely. Transparency and user control are going to be more important than ever. Right. And that brings us back to Insoftex. It seems like they're really trying to do things the right way.
They are. They're not just focused on the tech itself, but also the ethical implications.
Which is great to see. So for our listeners who are interested in learning more about Insoftex and what they do, where should they go?
I would definitely check out their website.
Okay.
They have tons of information about their services, case studies showing how they're helping businesses, and some really interesting articles about the future of computer vision.
Perfect. Well, this has been such an eye-opening deep dive into computer vision and e-commerce. I feel like we've only just scratched the surface, though.
It's a huge topic, and it's moving so fast.
It really is. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. This has been a fantastic conversation.
My pleasure. I always enjoy talking about this stuff.
And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has given you a better understanding of how computer vision is shaping the way we shop online, and maybe even what the future holds.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting time.
It is. And remember, the next time you see a product recommendation that feels like magic, computer vision might be the reason why. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the world around you.